Marley and Hunter are at it again. Nintendo news, Pokemon battle strategies, and just general life in general. All that and more on this week's Chatter Café. Hello and welcome to another episode of Chatter Café. I am Marley, and I am joined again, as always, by Hunter.
Again, as always, Hunter.
Yeah. What was that noise?
That was my dog.
That was dog.
That was dog. Hang on a second.
It's weird because every time I think of noise in the background, I always imagine just somebody falling out of their chair, or like... I don't know, it's just weird because that's just how my brain works apparently. Hunter, I've been feeling the void, please come back.
I'm back.
Okay. Do you want to just get into it then?
Yeah, how has your life been this past week?
I dropped one of my classes.
Whoa. So you have 3 classes?
4.
Oh.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Shit. Yeah, it is. No.
No.
Chinese, science, theater, and philosophy. I have 4 classes.
You have 4 classes now.
Yeah.
So
I dropped history.
You dropped history. So you had 5 classes before.
Yep.
Okay. Why did you drop history? Which history was it?
Latin America.
Okay.
I dropped it because my professor told me to. Because he said I was failing the class, and he said it might be better to drop the class instead of fail it. And I was like, okay.
You know, it is difficult. Taking 5 classes is difficult anyway, and you're a YouTuber, so, and you do other projects as well.
I have a life, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was a drop with the withdrawal, so it wasn't a drop refund or a drop anything like that. So I'm not getting my money back.
Oh.
So, like, I mean, what's the difference between doing that and just failing? I mean, isn't it technically the same thing?
You know, because if you drop before the drop deadline, then it doesn't lower your GPA. If you have an F, it's a 0 on your GPA, so that's going to lower it a lot. But if you don't have... It's just literally doesn't affect your GPA at all.
So if anything, my GPA should be better.
Yes, because now you only have 4 classes affecting it instead of 5.
And I'm pretty sure I'm at least passing all of them, maybe.
Maybe.
I think I have a D in philosophy, but
Oh.
that can be changed.
Yeah, philosophy's not that hard.
We've only had 1 test, and that's like the only thing that's graded, so that's probably why.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I am not ready for this next week because Smash Bros. And Pokemon come out on Friday, and I have a test Friday.
Oh no! Are you going to that party still?
Yeah, well, it's my 10 o'clock class to 1 o'clock. And
Okay.
I'll probably be able to get out early
That's
if I
fine.
finish the test early.
Okay.
It's not going to take me 4 hours or 3 hours to take a test.
Yeah, and Omar said to be there at like 6 p.m. though. My dog can't seem to make up his mind. He keeps walking in and out of my room.
Just leave him there.
I think he just wants the door open, but I don't want my door open.
Okay, so... what was I gonna say? I'm trying to think if it's gonna be possible to get the game in a GameCube controller before 6 o'clock. Because everywhere I've looked, at least on Amazon, they're out of stock on controller, like the bundle that was supposed to come out with it.
Yeah, they are.
And I think, pretty sure GameStop is out of pre-orders.
Yes.
And then Best Buy is like the only place.
Best Buy and Toys R Us. You can get them in Toys R Us.
We should go try to figure out something.
Okay. Yeah, let's figure it out. I mean, we're going... I mean, picking you up. I mean, you're getting out of your class at like 10. we're not going to that tournament till like 6. So like
I'll be getting out like at maybe 11 or 12. But like, I'm pretty sure we could just go to GameStop anyway and buy,
your 10
used,
o'clock pass. Yeah.
buy a used controller, if anything.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because those are pretty cheap too.
I'll probably just use my 3DS.
Ugh.
Oh. No, if I can get a GameCube controller, I will. I just don't want to spend the money on it. And the GameCube controllers that I have are old.
You still have them though?
I have like one working one.
What's wrong with the other ones?
They're not working ones.
I see. I updated my phone to iOS 8. Did I talk about it?
You told me
I just told you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I updated my phone to iOS 8, and it's been really bad for the iPhone 4S. And iPad 2 specifically, just those two iDevices.
It's been pretty fine for me. I have a 4S as well.
But you don't, like, really do anything other than text message, huh?
No, I use it all the time. I have, like, a bunch of apps.
Have you noticed any, like, lag in your games? If you play any that require, like, precise timing and input?
Not really, aside from the Camp Pokemon. But that's not the best put together game anyway.
Because I play this one rhythm game on my iPhone, and that's the only game I play on my phone. And like, ever since I updated it, it's like been stuttering and like just lagging, and it's really frustrating, and it needs to be like fixed.
Did you try turning your phone off and back on? Because
yes,
I had that issue with YouTube videos at first. It would just pause, except like the audio would keep playing, and then when I actually paused it, the video would catch up. So it was really bad.
Apple said that they were gonna release an update again, but not until like next year.
Oh.
At least the beginning of next year.
Is that for the new iOS or for a patch for this one?
For just like a new update, I guess, in general. I think it was like 8.1.2 or something like that.
Oh. Okay.
But that's me. I've had a fucked up week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What about you?
My week hasn't been terribly fucked up. I did try to get my hair cut. I have a very long hair. It's like beyond my shoulders now, and
Mine is getting there, kind of.
I need a haircut, so I made an appointment with my hairstylist, who I've always gone to, and I keep trying to make appointments with her, and it just never works out for her. So I made an appointment one more time, and I went to the salon that she owns. She wasn't there. I went to somewhere else that she worked. She wasn't there. So like, and I looked up like earlier in our text conversation, she said that she worked at a particular salon, and I called that salon, and then they said that they have no one by her name that works there. I'm like,
she a ghost?
I know. But like, so I made an appointment at a particular time. I tried to get there early, and so by this point I'm like an hour late, and I'm like, and she's not answering her phone. Like, I just not able to get a hold of her. So I was like, just fuck it. And so I went to a comic book store and played Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament going on. So just sort of crossed her off my list of people that I have to give a damn about. So yeah.
How many fedoras were in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament?
The tournament that I go to, I mean, there's not really that kind of stereotype anyway with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like a My Little Pony thing, although there is an MLP TCG.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's a thing.
Apparently it's pretty good. Like, I mean,
I wouldn't know.
non-bronies play it because it's good. I guess people that aren't into Yu-Gi-Oh play the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG because it's really fun.
There's a whole bunch of like shows and anime-based card games for whatever reason. Like, it's interesting. I have no idea what like the point of it is. Is it like to kill the other person or like slightly injure them?
From My Little Pony, I'm curious. But like, I mean, a lot of TCGs that are based off of TV shows and things aren't that well put together. What Yu-Gi-Oh did well is that the TV show is based off the card game, and it was able to become as complicated as it is. I think something similar with Pokemon, where they released the anime, the game, and the TCG all within the same like week or so. So the world was just flooded by Pokemon, and everyone wanted the cards. So that's how that was able to grow. And things like Magic and Vanguard, they just sort of are completely separate things together, and Magic has been around for years and years and years.
I want to play Dungeons and Dragons.
I have the board game or the TCG?
Board game, probably.
Yeah, the board game is really fun. It's extremely fun. I used to play Dungeons and Dragons on Wednesday nights. Oh, it was so fun. Just 5 guys, literally in a parent's basement, pretty much.
The stereotype.
Yes, all of us are nerds, and just mix in the fact that like each of us at least had like 3 beers. It was just like the most hilarious thing. It was the greatest experience of my life. Oh, those Wednesday nights. They need to come back. We're trying to get it back. But yeah. That only just recently ended, like a few months ago. It's very saddening. Yeah.
Have you been playing any video games or listening to any kind of music or anything?
Just Animal Crossing. Just Animal Crossing. A lot of Animal Crossing.
Do you play by the day or do you move up the day?
I change the day a lot.
Do you know you can change it in game instead of like closing out of the game entirely?
Really? How? I didn't know this.
You go to like what's it called? The other settings, and then you can change it just right there. Like after you bring up your save file, I think it's you click other things or something like that. And then one of the other thing options is change time and date.
So then so it's like pausing it. When you pause it, there's like an options to like save and continue, save and quit.
Yeah.
So then when you unpause it, it's a different time or day?
After you change it, yes.
That's interesting. That's cool.
So yeah, you would need to keep closing out of your game just to
get money.
It saves time.
I expanded my house 5 times already.
Cool.
I want it to be a castle.
You'll get there eventually.
I have enough money, or bells, or whatever. I just need to buy the castle.
What color roof?
Red.
Red? The one that's on display.
Is it? Is that the one? As
yeah.
red roof?
Yep.
I thought it was blue for some reason. Okay.
I think it changes depending on what roof color you have, maybe?
I don't know what I have. The default one? I don't know.
Default's just red.
Okay, yeah. Red. Yeah, that's what I want. But the inside of my house right now is just a bunch of mushrooms.
Because it's November.
Yeah, because all the mushroom things, and then like the wallpaper is mushrooms, and then I just have mushroom lights and mushroom dressers and mushroom just shit everywhere.
Getting it high.
Yeah.
Have you found one of those Mario mushrooms? It's called the famous mushroom.
No, I haven't.
You can sell it for a lot of bells, or you can eat it and grow for like a second, like in Mario.
It just
stands there, but it's a little like.
I'd sell it.
It's a nice nod to Mario.
I'd sell it. I have the Mario pipe and the coin.
It's interesting to think about how outside of the Nintendo universe Animal Crossing is, if they have like decorations from other video games, and the fact that the Nintendo 64 Animal Crossing could like play ROMs technically of NES games. It's like,
I didn't even know that.
How outer is the universe of Animal Crossing compared to other Nintendo universes? So yeah, that's Animal Crossing for you.
Animal Crossing.
I hope you get better at the game.
So do I. Did you hear about, I think it was Iwata talking about the global scores on Little Mac?
I heard it because you just told me.
Yeah. Yeah, Little Mac has the lowest win ratio out of any other character. Because I think people have this mentality of Little Mac that he's really OP, so everyone wants to be him so they can win and be good. Except he's like tier 3 or 4. And, or at least in the current tier list. And...
like, those matter.
yeah, like, those matter at all anyway, but like, I don't know.
It's like the Smogon of Smash Brothers.
Ban Meta Knight. Ban Little Mac.
Yes.
No, ban Rosalina.
Eh.
That's actually pretty difficult. Like, I mean, I can get Little Mac with like Toon Link or something, but Rosalina is really difficult. She doesn't seem that difficult. When I'm battling her, like I don't even notice that I'm losing to the person
Until it happens.
until I have like one stock left and they have like 0%. I'm like, what? Like, it's weird. But yeah, Iwata was talking about that, and he was talking about, yeah, just throw Little Mac in the air. Like, he's not that good.
Basically, yeah.
It was funny.
What was I doing? I think I was King Dedede once against like this guy on Full Glory who was Little Mac several times, and King Dedede's naturally is inhale, and so you just inhale Little Mac and jump off the stage, and then let him go when you're a little bit lower, and then recover.
Yeah.
And Little Mac's fucked.
Dedede is really good though, just in general, because you can.
Yeah, he's much better in this game.
He was good, like before too, with not countering, just
just hitting.
Yeah, he's just so fast. Just really good. Well, maybe not fast. He could combo really well.
Yeah.
God, those combos in DDD were frustrating. And like his projectiles, and it's really difficult. And I don't remember with his up A, did he keep the opponent in the air last game? Because in this one, he keeps them in the air and like does a bunch of damage, and then like does the
when he
last
spins
attack.
his hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept him in there.
Okay. It's too good. It's like Yoshi's down there,
In the air.
but launches them in the air. Yeah, really
The
good.
villager against King Dedede is the best thing. Because his projectiles,
Oh yeah.
once you pocket it, and Dedede's at a high enough percentage, goodbye Dedede.
And they're really fast too. Yeah. I like doing just like Toon Link, and then when people try to do the throw projectiles, they just bounce off me.
Because of
Or-
shield.
Yeah, or over me because I'm so little.
I think shield is much more like
Good.
it's a thing that actually matters.
Works.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's just really good. People like throw, because projectiles are really important in fighting games, and like especially with Mega Man. And then like someone's trying to do projectiles, and then you just stand there. Like, it's right up there with one of the most disgraceful things you could do.
It's frustrating. That's why I hate
Yeah.
playing against Link.
Yeah. But he's so fun. And Toon Link is fast. I've really come to like Toon Link.
Reggie mains Link. Reggie Fusing, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's funny. I didn't even know that. Should we go into our topic?
Yeah.
Alright. Marley, what are some Pokemon that you don't like?
In terms of like competitive bullshit,
Yeah, that counts.
Talonflame and Aegislash are pretty up there.
Yeah, you don't like Talonflame. Explain why.
Back when it was a thing to Brave Bird Talonflame shit stuff that happened at the beginning of X and Y's life, it was just like so overused and everybody had a Talonflame and like there was no predictability to what Talonflame was gonna do. It was just gonna what's it called, Gale Wings Brave Bird, and he couldn't do a damn thing about it because Life Orbed Max EV Adamant Talonflame with the base 120 or more power move is like the worst thing.
I'm kind of glad that Flying Gem, like, isn't a thing.
Yeah, otherwise Talonflame would be a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, even Life Orb hurts a lot.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Talonflame players don't care if they lose a little bit of life. I mean, he's fragile anyway. Hit him with anything and he'll die anyway. So, just try to get as many KOs out there as possible, basically.
If you hit him with the rock move, yes, but he's pretty bulky otherwise.
How much defense does he have?
More than usual bird Pokemon.
Let me see. Talonflame.
He's really bulky, especially if you build a defensive set with bulk up and like roost and all that. He can survive a long time.
His defense is higher, physical defense, with 71.
Yeah.
It's not that good. You can hit him with, like, a waterfall.
But anyway, Talonflame is pretty much up there. But I really like Talonflame as a Pokemon, like, design-wise, and its use to me, I guess, because I use Talonflame a lot for breeding.
Yeah.
Because it's just so convenient, because it's Fly and, like, Flame Body.
Wait, do you... Talonflame doesn't have Flame Body. You're thinking of its pre-evolution.
No, Talonflame does have Flame Body.
Really?
Yep. Gale Wings is a hidden ability.
Bulbapedia.
But yeah, Talonflame design-wise is cool, and I like its existence, but fighting against it is just like, I'd rather stick something in the eye.
Oh.
I'd rather get Brave Bird in the eye.
I don't mind Talonflame that much because, I mean, you can just just priority it, because Gale Wings only gives priority 1, so you can do a lot of things. I mean, you can like whirlwind it out of the way, and then, or like, I don't know, you can do a lot to get it out of the way, and then if it comes back with rocks, then it loses half of his HP on top of whatever Life Orb took away, and it's frail enough anyway, so it's not too difficult if you run a diverse enough team.
It's not a thing really these days now because people have gotten over it, I guess.
Yeah. What you said another Pokemon as well? What was that?
Oh, Aegislash, because it just basically has one moveset.
Yeah.
Or it could be special attacking.
Which no one does, really.
A ton of people do.
I mean, some people do, but you want that priority Shadow Sneak. I mean, that's just a really good thing to have. I mean, you could use Gyro Ball or Flash Cannon, but, like, you want the priority, and it's going to have a bunch of Swords Dances on it anyway.
I'm just surprised they made it to Ubers before Talonflame.
Yeah, I
or
mean,
Greninja for that matter too. I mean, Greninja's not that hard to deal with, but
No.
like,
well, Greninja's harder to deal with for me than Talonflame. Greninja's
The
a
way-
legit challenge.
the way you set up Greninja is weird in doubles. You should talk about that. Mat block Greninja.
Yeah, because Mat Block is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and you can do so much with it. You can get a free turn setting up whatever, which is great for sets that need setting up. You want something with Swords Dance on it. You want something with Shell Smash. It's great, and it can be a perfect mix sweeper as well.
It's basically a double protect.
Yeah, I like it. Well, hang on, you can't use Protect after Mat Block.
No.
And you can only use Mat Block the first turn it's out,
Mhm.
except if you're running a physical Greninja, a good move to give it is U-turn to get
Yep.
multiple uses out of that Mat Block.
Also see my physical Greninja video on my YouTube channel. That's a great set right there.
I want to see it. Link in the show
You
notes.
battled it before.
Oh, I have?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the battle against you, actually.
Oh, really? Wait. On...
It was a long time ago.
Okay. Link in the show notes.
That's like my highest viewed video. I'm pretty surprised.
I mean, it's a good set. I mean, did you run
it was-
physical too?
Yeah, it was U-turn, Rock Slide, some other two moves.
Did you use Mat Block?
No.
Right, because you thought Mat Block was a status thing at first.
I had a Water Shuriken for some reason. But I think Waterfall would be a better option.
Yeah, that's my... Well, I have a few Greninja, but I mostly run Rock Slide, Waterfall, Mat Block, and U-turn. Because, I mean, yeah, it has Protean, but you want... If you don't have another Water-type Pokemon on your team, it has Waterfall, and you get a flinch out of that. And Rock Slide is a great thing, especially in doubles, which is my main thing. So, which is great for Mat Block. So it's a doubles Pokemon. It's just a great Pokemon. Pair it with some other flinching things, like what I was talking about, setting up Cloyster with Shell Smash, with holding like a King's Rock or something. So you get like a more than 50% chance to flinch your opponent from that with 30% Rock Slide flinch. And you get the free setup, like free one-turn setup, and you get to know what moveset basically your opponent's using, because they use 2 attacks, and you know what they are, and it was no damage to you. So Greninja's fun. Greninja's really fun, but I hate battling against them. Absolutely hate it. That's something that can counter Talonflame, though.
Rock Slide, yeah.
Rock Slide, and I mean, yeah, Gale Wings, but it has really decent speed anyway. So,
But priority Gale Wings against Greninja with Greninja's really frail defense isn't
Yeah.
necessarily always the best thing for it.
yeah, I guess so.
More often than not, Talonflame's gonna take out Greninja.
I don't have that as bad experiences with Talonflame as you.
I've had so many.
I don't know, like I don't lose against Talonflame that much. I mean, it's a good Pokemon. It's a good set. I mean, it's the only set that it runs that's good. Like Aegislash, but like, I don't know. It's
like you only need one move for it too. Like you don't even need anything else.
well, you can give it Flare Blitz. You can give it
But
Tailwind.
why do that if
I mean, if your opponent's like a Trevenant, like, oh well, then you have never mind, Flying. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a good move, and you get stabbed from it. So.
Yep. Anyway, that was Pokemon that I hate. Did you have one or something?
Competitive wise, not really. Although, I'm not a big fan of Pikachu. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like Pikachu. I don't like Pikachu. Really stupid.
And that's okay.
And yeah, it's okay that it's stupid. No, I'm kidding.
It's okay that you have an opinion that's kind of wrong.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like Pikachu because of how mainstream it is.
It's the meme of Pokemon.
I mean, when you think of Pokemon, you automatically think of Pikachu. There are so many other Pokemon out there. There are hundreds and hundreds of them. Why give that spot in your mind?
722.
And why give, out of all those Pokemon, why give that one spot in your mind to Pikachu? Especially when Game Freak made it that way. I mean, I don't know. And the only reason that's the case is because of the anime. It's only because of Pikachu in the anime. And in the first Pokemon series, Pikachu was actually really funny and really cute. But later on, he just sort of became useless. And I don't know. The character that was Pikachu, the actual good character that was Pikachu, isn't there anymore. So why have this thing as a mascot anymore? It's not even like one of the starters or anything either. It's something, I don't know.
Debatable.
Okay, yeah, Yellow, but the only reason Yellow came about was because it was a huge bandwagon. It's because of its popularity. And you know, people bag on Charizard because Charizard is like extremely mainstream, and oh, the cover of Pokemon Red had Charizard on it. Oh, it has 2 Mega Evolutions. Like,
I think Game Freak dislikes Charizard.
What?
I think Game Freak just likes Charizard.
And Pikachu.
Yep.
And like,
which is why they're both in Smash.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Charizard is extremely mainstream, but it's not nearly as bad as Pikachu. In fact, any reason someone could give for hating Charizard, you could say the same thing about Pikachu, but worse.
Except the Mega Evolution thing.
Except the Mega Evolution thing, but Pikachu literally can't Mega Evolve. Because it has Raichu.
Yet. Watch them. I just watch. They're gonna break the convention of Mega Evolution just for Pikachu.
I mean, that would be okay to me if they did other Pokemon.
Probably not.
Like Combee. Mega Combee. I'd be okay with Mega Combee. They're not gonna do it because nobody likes Combee. It's not a popular Pokemon, but like, I don't know. I mean, only the females can evolve into Vespiquen, and it's a really rare chance. Why not give a male Combee Combeite or something, and it can Mega Evolve? That'd be really cool. Like, fuck Pikachu.
You know the theory about the Mega Evolutions and why certain Pokemon have them?
No?
It's part of the Kalos War. It's like all the Pokemon that fought in that war have a Mega Evolution.
I didn't hear that one. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's basically it. I mean, like, all the Pokemon that were used in that war died, or whatever like that. That's what those stones are for in that one town in X and Y.
Whoa, that's cool.
It's basically a cemetery. And yeah, that's where Mega Evolution originated from, and all the Pokemon that found that war have a Mega Evolution if you paid attention.
You know, this can go really well with something that we're going to talk about later in the Nintendo news section. But yeah, that's a really cool theory. Yeah, it makes me wonder why, because in the game in X and Y it said it's a weird thing that only Pokemon in Kalos can do.
Yep.
But here we are in Hoenn getting Mega Evolutions in Hoenn.
Because it was probably a different timeline, or like they just didn't know about other world affairs.
Except in something that we're going to talk about in Nintendo News, AZ was in Hoenn. And AZ is very old and was alive back then, during that war.
Isn't he technically still alive?
Yeah. He's like thousands years old.
He's 3,000 years old.
Yeah. I've waited 3,000 years.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So...
let's take a break and then get into
Let's
that.
take a break.
We've been talking for like 40 minutes already.
We've each had monologues.
Yeah, we'll be right back. And we are back.
We're back.
Okay, Nintendo News.
Backstreet's back.
Alright. So everybody, rock your body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon channel uploaded a Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I guess, video detailing another new character that was...
He was in Korokoro too.
Recently revealed in Korokoro. Her name is something with a Z.
Xenia.
Xenia.
Yeah, it is right here.
Oh, so it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you went out of order.
Well, we'll get to her. The point is, she's like the main focus on that video. But there were other things in there. It revealed more legendaries that could be caught via the... What's it called? The Mirage Spots, that they're calling it?
Yeah.
And those Pokemon are...
The Lake Trio, the Musketeers, Legendary Beasts, the Genies, Heatran, and Cresselia. I'm curious why Darkrai isn't on that list.
Because she's Darkrai.
She does look like Darkrai. I like how you pointed that out earlier.
But she also has a Mega Stone.
Yeah.
And she has a Whismur.
Well, we don't know if it's her Whismur. She travels with the Whismur.
Okay, she uses a Mega Salamence.
Yeah, she does have a Pokemon, so... that is disappointing.
Anyway, yeah, and then Regigigas too, because Reggie's... Did you say that?
No. You can get Regigigas if you have all the Reggies, which, of course, you can do in the main game. But I think it's a post-game thing in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald.
It was like mid-game.
You can get it mid-game?
It was before Rayquaza or Groudon or Kyogre took place, anyway.
The first one you come across is Regirock, right?
Yes. No, technically Registeel.
Where was Registeel again?
Before Dewford Town.
Oh. Yeah.
Gen 3 is like my least favorite, but I knew that. Like off the top of my head. Oh, man. Okay, well...
Gen 4 was my least favorite.
Gen 4 is just oddly designed. Like, I didn't like the map at all. There was too much snow. But there's a lot of likable characters in that game.
Let's get on with the news.
Yeah. Opinions aside, Mega, Rayquaza, and Deoxys are gonna have some sort of beef, and they're gonna fight in space.
What is that in? let's get.
It's in a thing called Episode Delta, which I'm guessing is post game because
Yeah.
in the video your character is coming out of the house, and I can only think of 2 different times of you coming out of the house, and there might be a cutscene, which would be the beginning, which doesn't make sense,
Yeah, no.
and then post game.
Yeah, and I think you might have to have Salamence at that point because you're riding Salamence into space.
Well, that's her Salamence.
What?
That's her Salamence.
Xenia's?
Yeah, you wrote that down right there.
Oh, shit, not Salamence. Frickin' damn it, Rayquaza. Wow. You ride
Somebody
Mega
has a
Rayquaza
Salamence.
into space. Salamence can't live in space as far as we know.
But yeah, they fight in space, and I'm glad that Deoxys is gonna be a thing.
Yep. In Episode Delta, you are basically helping the people at the space station in what town was it?
Lost Deep.
Moss Deep City. In Moss Deep City, from an impending asteroid that's about to destroy the world, basically. And you're also fighting against Team Magma or Aqua, maybe both, I forget. And because they want this to happen or something, maybe, I think is the idea. And Steven and Wallace come in to the rescue because they have new information, secret information that they've been holding from us about this asteroid. And basically, you put on a spacesuit and you're wearing a helmet. The person was wearing a helmet in the video and was riding Mega Salamence into space.
Wow.
And like they're like battling Deoxys, and it just sounds freaking amazing. And the trailer says use Rayquaza in the sky, not
Salamence.
not Salamence.
I'm not sure what they were trying to go for then.
No. No, you use Rayquaza in the sky because you can battle in the sky while you're riding him instead of like just there being a cutscene, which is interesting. I'm wondering how that gameplay is going to go.
I'm wondering too.
Yeah. And yeah, Xenia. There's this new character called Xenia. She looks kind of insane.
She
really
reminds me
insane.
of an anime character because of her bangs.
Yeah, she does look like an anime character.
They all do.
Well, yeah, but she looks like something just out of Soul Eater. Like, she looks really weird and kind of like twisted. Like in
Darkrai.
Like Darkrai. And she has a Mega Salamence. And there's a little Whismur that travels with her. We also got to see what Wallace looks like in the game for the first time.
Technically, I guess for just you,
No,
because we've seen him before.
not in the game. Not
Not
gameplay of him.
not gameplay, but we've seen sprites of him.
We've seen sprites?
Yep. Not officially, but
Oh, okay. Well, then,
when the demo came out, people ripped all the sprites from the game,
oh, well, that's... okay.
and Wallace was among those. So
Well, officially, we're getting our first look at Wallace. And what do you think about his design?
he's okay. He is all right.
He's alright?
It's okay to be gay.
Wow.
Because I know you would have brought that up eventually. That's where you were headed.
Look at him! Not that it's a problem or anything, but wow, he just got extremely fabulous, and he's showing a lot of skin.
It's all for you, Hunter.
I'm not sure Wallace is my type.
He is the water type.
Just stop.
Okay, tell me about AZ. Actually, no, Wallace says something about AZ, right?
Wallace does. Wallace says that AZ Well, we think it's AZ. It's AZ. That AZ traveled to Hoenn and did stuff.
So do you think this game is taken after X and Y?
So
'Cause
we don't.
For a long time, AZ traveled Kalos.
Yes, we we don't have AZ Slowet yet.
No.
So
No, we don't. Interesting.
I'm pretty sure AZ is going to be in this game if we're getting Floette in this game. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to have his Floette, especially since he reunited with his Floette after X and Y.
Yeah.
So why else would his Floette show up unless it was after X and Y?
I wonder if it's gonna be an event, or are we just gonna battle him and we just have like data for the Floette because they needed him in the game for whatever reason, like for testing purposes, maybe.
I mean, they were planning on implementing that Floette back in X and Y. So it would seem odd to just make it to where you can only battle him in or us. So I think we're going to be able to capture it. Maybe? Although maybe...
I mean, it does have a signature move, and why only give AZ access to that,
Yeah.
to that move, I guess.
Like, Pokemon is usually pretty good about making sure that you as a player is able to obtain all of the moves and things, as opposed to like something like Fire Emblem, where only some enemies... You can only use some certain enemies' weapons and things and tomes if you glitch it in. So it would be really weird if they did that, but it's something that I could see them doing. I both can and can't see them doing that.
Well then,
I don't know.
what's up with the global link?
Oh, there's some stuff that they are making a thing. You can play like mini games with people online. Let me bring up the page. Hang on a second.
While he's doing that, more 3DS games came out. Polka Dots, Dots and Stripes, Stars, Girahim for just some reason, or Girahim like the pattern, or Girahim like in Zelda?
I think it's Girahim in Zelda.
Because there is like a Girahim pattern name.
It might be that. Hold on.
And
not
then
sure.
Stripes, for whatever reason. Basic themes.
Yeah. I have the info now.
Alright, tell us.
Poke Miles and medals earned in Pokemon X and Y, as well as Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, will allow trainers to play in Minecart Adventures, a new PGL attraction that debuts in concert with Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. In Minecart Adventure, trainers must navigate on carts on widening tracks to collect berries and win a variety of Pokeballs.
Gonna win some balls.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's that. Just mini games to play with peeps.
It's much better than the Dream World.
Yeah, that was kind of disappointing. But yeah, that's a thing.
Okay, Pokemon is done. That comes out Friday. Holy shit, by next episode we're gonna have it.
Whoa. Dude, we will. Oh my god. Oh wait, hang on. There's more Pokemon news that I didn't put in the Pokemon news part.
What?
Oh,
Primal Groudon and Kyogre pre-order at Walmart. You get a figure.
Yeah, you get, if you pre-order Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire at Walmart, you get a figure of either Primal Groudon or Primal Kyogre. Which, I don't know if it's going to be either of the two sets that we've seen so far, the European set and the Japanese set, or if it's going to be a third set altogether. It's going to be something completely different, but I feel like we're going to get the European ones.
Do you know, speaking of getting games, if that one game store
Yeah.
is gonna have anything for Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, or Smash Brothers.
No, I'm gonna. I can call them.
Sure,
let's,
do
let's
that.
figure that out. Let's not do that right now, though.
Call them on the show.
Hey, insert name here.
Let me see. And then the third wave of Amiibo. You know what bothers me about Amiibo, just in general?
What?
Is that they're called waves. I just don't. This doesn't. I don't
It's
like
kind
it.
of like you're battling waves of things. like when you're battling the waves of like the Miis and all that.
Yeah,
Well, those aren't really waves, are they?
they're fighting meat.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. The third wave of Amiibos were announced. Lucario, Rosalina, Luma, Bowser, Toon Link. I said Toon Link before, and now he's here. I hope it's not Toon Lunk.
It's kind of hard to mess Toon Link up.
Sheik, Ike, Meta Knight, King Dedede, Sonic, and Shulk, and Mega Man. But no Pac-Man.
Shulk.
Shulk is really feeling it.
Shulk is Morph.
Yeah, Shulk.
Shulk.
Toon Link and Sheik will work in Hyrule Warriors. Toon Link will also work in Mario Kart 8. Amiibos will only work at one game at a time, which is kind of disappointing.
Yeah. That makes Yoshi less interesting.
You have to buy like 5 different Yoshis.
Yeah.
Shulk is exclusive to GameStop, so
If
I
you
guess
want to
so.
feel it.
go to GameStop. But I guess that also confirms like store exclusive Amiibos.
Yeah. I think you can only get them if you talk to them and they take you to the back. And then, I don't know where I was going with that. That was supposed to be a backslash joke. Just keep going.
Backslash. The transparent 2DSs at not North America.
Japan.
Europe got
Europe?
confirmed. Europe and Japan got confirmed before us. The Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire ones technically
Crystal Red and Crystal
Crystal
Blue.
are going to be available alongside the release of Or Us,
Smash Bros.
which is pretty cool. We were talking about region locking last week, and Amiibos won't be region locked.
Yay! I guess.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Kirby Rainbow Curse release date? Because I know we talked about the game.
Oh, well, we just got the release
we
date.
just got the release date, which is February 13th. It's pretty soon.
Yep. Next, that's in like 4 months. 3 months.
And then, depending on how I was feeling, you might have heard the Tomodachi Life song that the Nintendo UK channel uploaded because they're excited for Majora's Mask 3D.
Yep.
And so they had their Link sing a song.
Yep. If Marley was lazy, link in the show notes to the video. I'm gonna link in the show notes anyway. Actually, just check it out. You should check it out. It's really funny. It's cute.
Link had an accent.
Yeah, he
He had a British accent.
Yeah, it was pretty cute.
Alright. That brings the show to an end, I guess. We have fun here. Munter, where can we find you?
You can follow Munter on Instagram at Persomady, Persomady. You can follow me on Tumblr at Persomady. You can follow me pretty much anywhere on the internet as Persomady, except YouTube. You can follow me on YouTube at Hunter Goodham Music.
I actually had difficulty finding that channel just by like looking it up.
It's all one word.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Don't
I can change
space
that.
it. Unless you know what, just leave it.
Just leave it Hunter Goodham Music.
Yes.
Okay.
It's lowercase too, if that helps.
Is it? It's
I
not.
think so. You can find me on Twitter at SNOHALA. TION. Snowhalation.
Snowhalation.
And then Tumblr on ixnayontheNK.tumblr.com. And then Yeah, and then YouTube is just Snow Halation 2, I think.
Yeah. By the way, Hunter Kingdom Music is capitalized on the HGM.
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 Okay, we have been Chatter Café.
You can follow
Follow the show at Battle Arcade Show at twitter.com.
and Battle Arcade Show
On YouTube.
YouTube.com.
Subscribe to us. I know you're watching on YouTube right now.
You need to watch on YouTube.
Just
Well, you don't need to watch on YouTube. Actually, I would be really happy if people subscribe to our RSS feed. So
Yeah, that's much more important, I think.
that'd be
But
really
if you're
cool.
but if you're on YouTube and you just came across this video, congratulations, you stuck around for almost an hour.
Thank you
Now-
for subscribing.
Now subscribe.
Thank you. Thanks. You're so kind for subscribing.
And we'll be back next week, or so maybe if we don't die horribly,
Oh.
with hype for video games. It all happens next week. Pokemon! Hopefully I don't die.
Don't.
We'll see you next week.
Okay.
Goodbye. And that'll just about do it for us this week on Chatter Café. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any suggestions on how we can improve ourselves as human beings, and just for the show in general, I guess, email us at battlearcadeshow@gmail.com. You can also tweet us and follow us on Twitter at battlearcade. Alright then, we'll just see you guys later then. Thanks.